Hello friends. Now we have entered into the last phase of our workshop. Now my role is over. Your role starts. In this context, I have to tell you one thing. These are application oriented studies. Application oriented studies means always you can take an example of car driving. Car driving in classroom we cannot learn. Classroom we may learn certain elements. What are the components? Clutch, accelerator, brake, steering, other things, uh, and what are the do's, what are the don'ts. Like elements, you can learn in the classroom. It is not everything. When you become a perfect driver, you must sit in the driving seat and start driving. Definitely, some failures will be there, and after few trials and all that, then your brain is tuned up with that mechanism when clutch is to be pressed, when accelerator to be pressed and all, when brake is applied, what way you have to apply brake and how to blow horn, like that and all that. Practically you understand, then your brain should tune up to that mechanism. Hmm? And while practicing and all that, you learn many elements on your own and all that. Then one day you will become a perfect driver. In this context, I have to tell you one very good saying which is 100% applicable to our programming domain. Who is the good driver? Who is the good driver means a good driver who can avert an accident is a good driver. Who can avert an accident? Who drives well is a good driver is not the correct answer. Who can avert an accident is the right driver. That is 100% applicable to programming domain, because if you don't commit errors and all that, bugs, then you will be the good programmer. By committing errors, you have to waste a lot of time for tracing and fixing the errors. That process is called debugging. That's why always you remember what are the error prone areas you identify, and you find out, you prevent them and all that. In programming, positive learning is very easy. Now finding error prone areas and all that is very difficult. Once you master that, you will be the real professional. Understand? Industry, for your information, software industry is spending 20% of the time on actual development and 80% of the time on debugging and maintenance. I think you may not believe it. Even if it is 50-50 also, it's okay. But 20% on actual development, productive development, 80% time on debugging and maintenance. Maintenance means a project is supplied to the client. Immediately client calls, this is not working properly, that is not working properly, this is not user friendly, like that and all that. Then again, it is also part of you can treat as debugging. So unproductive work. If you develop a right system 100%, it is properly tested and delivered to the client, why client calls you again? Why you should waste your time and money or resources? Understand? So always remember these facts and proceed. Now I am giving you this assignment. Whatever you learnt so far, that is more than enough to perform this. Little integrity is required. Your self confidence is very much required here. It only helps you, uh, it acts like a driving force in you. Understand? That's why by performing, you can enrich your self confidence. You can do that. A school standard student also can perform it. Don't create any hype for this and all that. This is like other study and all that. But little more integrity is required, as it is like car driving and all that. You must be cautious. Understand that these points you understand. And now formally, I will give you the tips for developing this thing. Actually, as I told you, we are developing in a formal manner. So our thinking should be in a formal manner. So the first one is task. In task, What are there? What are the considerations? Understanding problem domain and understanding the solution domain. Actually, here our cases are very simple, very petty. You know very well. That's why is that much thinking and all that you may feel. Actually, in software domain, development projects and all that, it is the greatest job, most complex job, because there are millions of types of businesses. You go to hotel for eating, but you never know how hotel is managed. You go to hospital for treatment, how hospital is managed you never know. And you go to college for your studies, you never know how college is managed. Here, your software should be developed in such a fashion to control and manage their activities and all that. So, what type of knowledge you should have? You should know whatever amount of knowledge that owner or manager is having, you must have that much of knowledge or little more knowledge. Understand? But that owner has been working years long, it may be his family business, but you get hardly few days or few weeks time to understand entire business thoroughly from the scratch to end. This intelligence is called, in industry terminology, it is called business intelligence. Business intelligence managers are like compilers between the client and development team, because client's language is not understood by the development team. So the business uh, intelligence manager approaches the client, understand all his requirement, study his projects, he poses number of questions and get the answers from the client, and ultimately he acquires the amount of knowledge whatever the owner or manager is having. Okay, then he comes to the company and explains it to his team, development team, in their language. So that business intelligence manager's position is like a compiler. Understand? So that you understand. That actually you don't bother about it. Now you start in a small way. Thereafter we take bigger domains and all that. Obvious, nothing is impossible. You should develop that bent of mind. That is number one. Number two, you should have self confidence that I can do. I can do it. Whereas other human beings are doing, not gods, while other human beings are doing it, why can't you do that? That too, you are learning everything in a formal manner. That's why, in that way, definitely you do that. That one thing I am telling you, after completion of the workshop, just a matter of 2 days at the weekend, you ask one of your computer science friend who completed engineering or studying engineering, ask them to write these projects just for verification how greatly they are writing, how in a better manner they are writing than you. See that. I don't tell anything. You realize the fact. You realize the fact because your experience is yours, my experience mine. So you are 2 days old. You worked only 2 days on this workshop. Those people are studying for past 4 years and complete engineering also. Then these are petty projects. Ask them to write and compare what you have written, what they have written, and which is in better fashion, what is their amount of their knowledge, all that you apprise. So by that you can understand the realities. I don't want to give any hints regarding that. Okay, now first come to task. We have to understand problem domain and solution domain. Here sensex. Sensex means that word may be new to you. Sensitive index. Sensex is a short form of sensitive index. Actually, it depends on the volume of the trade in a stock exchange. Stock exchanges deal with share trading. So sometimes volumes are so high, sometimes volumes are so less. So it is very sensitive. It's very sensitive. Suppose why it is very sensitive, suppose today one report has come. This year rainfall will be much less than the average. That's all. Share market may collapse. Understand? The government may not win in Rajya Sabha. One important bill is there. Government may not win. That some rumor has come, then immediately share market falls. Or otherwise, finance minister is taking a decision which improves market trends and all that. Immediately, the volume of sales are increased. That's why these are called sensitive indexes. So there are certain norms and all that. You need not bother about it. Now you understand what is Sensex. So that's why it is called sensitive index. Simply Sensex. BSE means Bombay Stock Exchange. This is National Stock Exchange. BSE and NSE. Okay. So remaining all here, actually the reading, the Sensex reading opening is there, closing is there. In that, what is the minimum, maximum? These reports every day we get. Every day we get. So in this way manner, it is to be presented, and average, it gives an idea. Average also we have to calculate. Okay. Now in this context, I don't want to give you spoon feeding. If I give spoon feeding about this and all that, it is one way poisonous. Okay, you never apply your brain. That's why I am not giving the complete some. What are the new points which I didn't teach and all that? Those points only I am covering here. That point you remember. Otherwise, refer previous programs and definitely do that. Do that. And if you want to know what extent you performed and all that, how it is correct and all that, you send your programs to us, and we said we will send the correct version of these versions, and we send our remarks also. And here you see opening, minimum, maximum, closing. Here how many variables and all that I don't want to tell you, because the basic reason is you must know that. Okay. Next thing, names wise some confusion is there, that I want to give you. Here BSE, NSE prefix is used like this only. Then only people, if you write in lower case, people cannot understand. So how you write? BSE opening, NSE opening, BSE min, NSE min, BSE max, NSE max. Like that, BSE closing, NSE closing. Like that you write names and all that. And other important thing is, actually these are in whole numbers. Whole numbers means you may define, you take a data type of int, but int, what I told you, it is a data container, and it can accommodate around 35,000 only. So these figures are very big. That's why int type is not suitable. So if you take float type, don't worry, because there are no fractions and all that. Why should I take float type and all that? You may get it out. Don't worry about that. Ultimately in output, what you are writing, percentage G you are writing. That's why that's why if you take floating point type also, if you write percentage 0, point and the trailing zeros are not printed. That's why don't worry. Why I am telling floating point for all these things and all that? Float accommodate around 2,200 crores value. That much big container. As far as int is concerned, it accommodates around 35,000. That's why now, what is the problem also I have to tell you. Suppose in a half liter vessel, if you pour 1 liter milk, what will happen? Overflow happens. The same thing is happened in data types also. Data types means one type of memory containers. So in int data type, you can take maximum 35,000 value only, not above that. That's why for all of them you take float type. And the names, this one. Remaining formula, everything and all that, you apply your own brain and perform it. And if you want our comments and correct version of the program, you mail it to us, and you can get the correct version of these programs as well as our comments on your working. By that, by that, you can improve yourself, And these are now end of that. This type of a number of projects you can take up on your own and you develop the projects.